border of the mighty Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground are going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another SEC rival, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. Battle for the Golden Boot always seems to get a little bit testy, and this thing was tight. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, one possession game, but the Bayou Bengals turned it up against the Pigs.
Yeah, and the LSU did a really good job finishing the game strong. They scored the last 7.
He gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Hauls it in. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Leaves it with the back. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier on target. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles,
receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arkansas's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Now on first down from the 30. On the move, it's Russell. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Green. Here comes the heat. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jones. Oh, and he not only gets the ball back, he's also got enough for the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. the pull and throw off the RPO. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They go to the draw. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Green. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Right back to the well. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Wants to throw again. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Rushes on him. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Punt is on its way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Green. Pulls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Blake. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think one of the most undervalued assets in good quarterback play is the play-action game. Making the run fake honestly and truthfully looking like run. You're fooling the defense, and then you're just making it easier on yourself because you're giving yourself bigger lanes to throw the football into.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Green. Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. So now it's 2nd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Anderson. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a golden boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they played a lot of time.
There he goes!
Play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with some swag and some speed with a 73-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Blake. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Green. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's going to try to return this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They're going to ride this running back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And man, you gotta like the swarm of this defense. You got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not gonna always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Here's the pressure. Fires to the right. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
That's a really nice...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Back to throw, it's Green. Still on his feet, finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Russell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running behind that left side. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
Pass interference. Offense.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Wants to throw. It's Green. Get it out on the screen. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get into my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Anderson. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. Turning it on! Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast. You can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. The Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Scanning the field, it's Green. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Makes the grab. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays, the quarterback and his unit is executing, and this defense right now, they have no answers.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Nice move there. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that and you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
Surging forward on the sneak. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him when they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
They go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking for space. It's Washington. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
Yeah, and makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Green. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
They kick it away on fourth down. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Working that wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Finds his tight end. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Anderson. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense don't have the answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
This will likely be the last play of the half. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Durham. Now the connection takes it to the 11. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that golden boot.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Keeps the play going. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. To the air, it's Green. Pressure coming. And they get it to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Give to the running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Trying play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Marches ahead. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see some of these jet sweeps, and they were ready that time. Great job communicating before the snap. Everybody had their eyes in the right place, and they're able to tackle the receiver for a loss.
3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll go to the counter.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Back to pass, it's Green. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Durham. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And the fumble recovery sets up this offense with a great opportunity to cash it in for points. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Big fella moving. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. started. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking downfield on first down. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Green. With the catch, it's Blake. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Love the execution there at the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to throw it again. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
The Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll step into the end zone.
this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Dropping back, it's Green. Bringing the heat.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that, that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
There he goes. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. At the 40, there he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the book since we head to the fourth. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Jones. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Green. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got a man, it's Blake. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get third and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect third down and long execution by this defense.
A strike downfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The Razorbacks are marching down the field. Just keep slinging it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Got it behind the line. It's Blake. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Dropping back, it's Green. Throws for the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Unloads quickly. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
The Razorbacks have it in scoring position on first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas! Get a hat trick of touchdowns as a Razorback running back, and they start bringing up names like Alex Collins and Madre Hill and Darren McFadden.
How unbelievable is that? Just to be mentioned with those kind of names, that shows you what kind of day this young man's having. Running the football with authority. Arkansas fans, I can promise you, are proud of this young man.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's sharp. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. He'll pull it on the read. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Makes the grab. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. He's got his man. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll try the run. Past the first down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Russell. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It'll be a draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field. But the defensive line, the defense was not biting, and you could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Off play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going for the big play. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The Tigers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Anderson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And they trusted him. Even after that last miss, they trusted him again to make it, and he misses again. I don't know how much more trust they'll have in him. Good weather, not a long kick, second miss of the day. We might not see him again.
Looking to pass. It's Green. Finds his man. It's Blake.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
To the air on second down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.